Hey guys, Jeffries here and welcome back to Cities in Motion 2. And here we are on board Monorail train number 14, which is on the orange line. And you might be thinking, what's the orange line? Well, considering I'd spent so long putting the game in fast forward waiting for enough money to finish building the new monorail line, I thought I might as well just do it off camera and then when I come back show you guys it finished. So this is it finished. You can see we've got this stop, the stop that was previously decommissioned. It is now back in use on this line only, and you can see here where the train breaks off from the main running line and then kinks off here. I was going to put the stops on that bend and it's just gone round there, but I realised they'd be too close to the two ex-decommissioned stops, so I put them back where I originally placed them. And you can see, particularly the line going back into the hub is actually quite popular. 19 people waiting for it, which is good. However, we've got large trains running on this line at the moment, and I have got them so that they run every 2 hours rather than every hour to try and raise capacity on the trains overall. But I'm still considering purchasing a fleet of, say, 5 small monorail vehicles just for this line, because I can't see it being hundreds and hundreds of people waiting at these stops. You can see there's only one waiting at this stop, so we've got a capacity of 36 and we've only got 3 people inside. It's a bit of a waste of money, really. So I am considering getting a small fleet of small vehicles just to make up for that, so that we'll still carry people to and from the hub, but we just won't waste money on a big train. Because again, we've got 3 people on board and there's only 2 people waiting at this stop. We are in profit. We're quite a way in profit. 9,000 in profit. So this train's going to go into the depot. This is the new depot that I put in. I think you saw me put this in anyway, so that's fine. I'm going to call this the orange line. Orange line depot. Or just orange line. That'll do. You can see I'll speed up time a little bit. This train is barely full. 5 people on board. We get to this stop, another 9 or so get on, but a few got off as well, so we're up to 12. And then we do the little dip bit there. This is where it starts to get full. 30 odd people got on there. And I've no idea how many people are going to be waiting at the next stop. Maybe not even that many. 4. 4 solitary people can't be bothered to walk around a park. So we're up to 37 people. But even though this train is now over capacity, I still don't think it's viable to keep these large trains running on this line. I think it's much better to leave them, break off from this a second, to leave them on the 2 popular lines and have these running separately as a separate unit. So I'm almost tempted actually to change the polarity of where the monorail line originates and have it start at the small depot over on this island with just a fleet of small vehicles. But instead I'm going to see how much the smallest vehicle costs. They cost 800, so 5 of these would be £4,000. So I think it's just a case actually of I'm going to change the timetable of this now so that it's only small vehicles, so that as soon as I start buying them they should all start being dispatched, because I might buy them in sections, so I can afford 2 now, so I might buy 2 now just to see how they get on. So let's do that. We'll buy 2. In fact, these are cheaper, these ones. What's the capacity like? Well, the service quality on this one is better. But then these are cheaper to run. They've only got 2 less seats, I think. I think it's 20 and that says 22. They are cheaper to run. They need these ones here need less maintenance. But I think I am going to keep with the Sternberger, if that's how you pronounce it. I've used them in the past. They're pretty good. So we'll spend $1,600 on them, and then hopefully the next time 3 trains pop out. There you go, we've got the little piddler there. So it has a capacity of 20, there's 11 waiting at this stop, so that works out quite nicely when you think about it. There we go. They're all out on track. Again, there's 7 people here, so that's just a quick stop. And the way I've got it timetabled as well, stopping at this station at the moment, maybe on the return leg it might interfere, but at the moment it doesn't interfere with the other 2 lines, so these trains run straight through that stop, no problem, which is really, really good to see. I like efficiency in my transport networks. In fact, let's follow this train along, shall we? So it flicks up and over. Now this is where there'll be a problem, because this station is starting to get quite popular. Even this one's getting quite popular. Let's lift that up there quickly. So you see we've got 13 people on board at the moment, and it can hold a maximum of 40 because it's twice the current limit, which is 20. So you know, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. How many people were at this stop? 0 in this direction. But how many is that? 20 on the way back? Did I say 20? Yeah, 21 now. So again, it's okay. We can fit these people on board this train easily. Not a problem. I can see this being a better option for the orange line. And then the other 2 lines have the big trains. Again, nobody waiting on this side, but there's 9 waiting on the other side. Only 1 person getting off as well. That's weird. So we've still got 4 people on board. Maybe they want to head to the hub, but then why didn't they just go to the other side of the road and get on the monorail there, and then they'll be heading in the right direction? That one makes no sense to me. Oh well. They stay on board, we get more money from it, so can't complain too much. Have I split this into regions yet? I have not. I have missed a major trick. That's one of the other reasons why we're not making that much money at the moment. Okay, we're going to have to do that. We'll watch this train go back to the hub, and then we'll do that. Is it just me, or does this train move quicker than the other ones as well? I think it does. There you go, we're up to 39 people now. That's good. So we're nearly at capacity. I'm hoping people get off at the next stop, otherwise we might have to think about upgrading to another slightly bigger train. Unless we buy a fleet of 10 of these and then have one run every hour still. We'll see. We'll see. There's nothing to rush into just yet. I imagine quite a few people might get off here to get onto the other lines. Yeah, a fair amount did. There's 60 odd people waiting at that stop. This train's now full, so there's still 20 odd people waiting on the platform. So again, you know, people waiting, which I don't always like to see. But I actually replied to someone, I think they sent me a message or a comment, I can't remember. But I said about I like to have my vehicles connected to larger capacity lines at regular intervals. And I didn't used to have that strategy. I used to have the whole one hub, that's it. That's the only place where you could interchange. But then it gets to the point where, A, it's almost impossible to build a line without it intersecting another line somewhere along the way. And B, in terms of moving your people around, you're actually going to earn a lot more money, because people then buy passes that allow them to go between lines and between regions, and then they'll just get off at whatever stop they want to change at. And it means you haven't got full trains running constantly, because you might have a train suddenly empty when it connects with, say, a monorail line or a metro line. And yeah, it just allows a constant flow of people, which I prefer to see now. Like here, the tram comes through here, connects with the monorail here, but then it also connects with the monorail at this end. So there's a lot more people now travelling north than there were, because they can actually get on the monorail up here, and it's a quicker journey then. So that's the reason why I do it. Okay, let's region this city. I can't believe I forgot to do that. Well, blue's going to be one island, which is going to be this island here and this island here. So we'll do this island first. So that's all blue. And then a line. We're going to fill this in, because we're probably going to have metro running under here at some point as well. So might as well do that. Build this all the way around, like so. And then connect this little bit up like this. That's the blue area. Hopefully it doesn't look too wrong. It does a little bit. I find it hard to mark out regions here without it looking a little bit wrong sometimes. Okay. A little bit more down here just to make sure that all the shores are covered. So that's the blue region. I think this area here and this area here should remain the same, because not many people travel from this area. We might have a metro line or a bus line or something that connects to this area, but apart from that I don't think many people are actually going to make that journey, which is why I didn't extend the monorail over there to start with. Although having said that, I've got a better idea. Okay, this area here is going to be all red. So all the way along here, up here, to this point here, and then curve, and we're just going to fill all this area in as well, because I think we might develop this southern part of the city, build some new roads, try and make new housing estate and things like that, like we did in the last proper city that we did, and we're going to have it curve up like that. This area here is going to be green, and that marks out suburbs. And to go with that, this area over here is also going to be green, again to mark out suburbs. And I'm going to mark all this area at the back as well, because again we're going to develop all of this. I have big plans for this city. All the way up here as well is going to be suburbs, so we're going to mark all of that out, and it's all going to be connected. It's going to be fan-bloody-tastic when it's done. So that is all of that done. This area over here is going to be blue as well. I think the blue area is going to be probably the biggest area of the city, actually, Southern Island, because there's a lot more buildings in the Southern Island, and it's where the freeway runs through the middle of it. If I show you, in terms of skyscrapers, there isn't that much compared to the northern part, even though we've demolished most of the northern part. But if you actually look at the size of the island, it's fairly bigger. It's got this section as well, which I consider part of the Southern Island, because imagine there's a line going through the middle of that. It's also got the baseball stadium, which I can see being popular. So it makes logical sense to do that. Now this should help us make more money now. Look at that, that's shot up. In fact, that one's shot up as well, the bus. The tram not so much, because that's all one area, apart from this bit of course. But the monorail, that's got exceedingly good. I can almost afford 2 more little trains. Let's see if we've got, I think we have got some bigger trains on this line still. In fact, we haven't got any trains on this line at the moment. Might have to change that. Looking at it. I think I'm going to do that now actually. And then I'm going to call this an episode. So I'm going to redo this so that the timetable is the same. Because with the little vehicles, oops, I didn't actually do that very well. Let me change these again. With the little vehicles running, I think constant little vehicles running up and down that section is going to be better than one big train running up every 2 hours, let's say, or one little train running up every couple of hours. I'd much rather see lots of little trains carrying people. Even if we have to spend more in drivers, we'll still earn more. Right, the hub is actually starting to grow and turn into an area. You see here we've got the art gallery still, and all these buildings are popping up. This apartment building, I don't really know how that got there. Was there another road that ran across here or something? I think there probably was, but that's fine. This whole area I might develop into housing, or put buildings down at least, because the metro is going to run under this road now, and it's going to run north to south, so there's no actual need for this big green area unless we decide to, I don't actually know, build storage space or something. Although that's only aesthetic, it won't actually have a practical use. But we'll find out later on what we do with that. For now though guys, I think I am going to end this episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continuing support. And until next time, I will see you soon.